his heart back then. One stage or another, he doesn't have any hard feelings. It was a long time ago. Well, okay, so he obviously has been too embarrassed to tell you, then that's just like him. When I dumped him, he was like, didn't even know if he would recover. I also don't know if he knows this because he's so ashamed about it, but he actually, and I know he takes antidepressants, I do as well, that's a non-issue, but I'm sure he wouldn't love you disclosing his medical info. Ha ha ha, that actually makes so much sense now, why you guys are together. Because they both take antidepressants, what? I first thought it was just because you both are Jews, but it sounds like you're depressed too. Wow, are you okay? I can imagine two depressed Jewish people having a lot of fun together. Alright, this chick is pretty mental. Me and X used to have a lot of fun because I could actually make him not depressed. I even replaced him pills with vitamin C once because he didn't even notice because we were having too much fun for his depression to be there. I don't know if it's good for him to be someone who drags him down mentally. You replaced his medication with vitamin C, bro. That has to be illegal. I appreciate your concern. I think we'll manage to navigate the waters of being depressed too just fine, though. So far as knowing that you're his midlife crisis trophy, then more power to you, I guess. Why are you getting so hung up about this? One, you're older than him, and now he's 40 and you're 29, right? Not sure how that's gonna play out, but good luck. You might be a pretty skinny blonde right now, but what happens in 10 years when you look different after having babies? And his memory of you in your 20s makes him only... What? This is the most be jealous of me, but I'm actually jealous. Just something to remember. Right, so you're 41 now. The two of you dated when he was 31, so it's been just about a decade. And now you've decided to hassle the girl he's been with for over a year. I'm not sure what this is meant to achieve. Living rent-free. I'm trying to be a girl's girl and look out for you, but you obviously get blinded by him. Probably only because he became a partner of the firm, because honestly, I know girls like you, you go for 6 feet and above, not short men will probably go bald. It's your loss if you stay with him, because he already gave me his best years by far. Not to mention, we fricked every day, and now we probably can't because of depression. That's not real. So good luck, can't wait to see the wedding or divorce photos. Also, his apartment might look nice, but he doesn't even make that much. Nobody's have my own career. Okay, I'm done with this. What a wonderfully nice attitude. It's a wonder why she has trouble dating. Male height chart. Below 5'2", loose toddler. 5'2" to 5'5", a dwarf. 5'5" to 5'7", a goblin. 5'7" to 5'9", a troll. 5'9" to 5'11", a boy. Alright, you need to be 5'9" to even qualify being a boy. Before that, you're just some inhuman trash. 6 foot enough, a king. Dude, imagine this height chart was replaced by, like, I don't know, breast size or something. Listen, it's okay to have preferences, alright? But dwarf, goblin, and troll, really? You just need someone to bring around the family. I'm honestly starting to think they think I'm a lesbian, but in reality, I just suck at dating. I wonder why she has trouble dating. I can't think of a single reason. Spire, what kind of stuff? Dates? Would you be willing to drive out my way? Not for the first date, halfway? If a dude doesn't want to come over to me for the first date, he'll never come for a relationship. If a woman won't meet me halfway for the first date, she'll never meet me halfway to a relationship. Damn, that's kind of deep, bro. Absolute charmer forgets where she is. Hey, sorry, I was busy. I'm just sort of looking to hook up volunteer. Gross, guys who are over 30 who do that are losers. Enjoy the STDs. You should be embarrassed to call yourself a 30 professional. Maybe put that in your profile next time. I'm sure you're probably fat and you should like, or dying alone. Did you forget that you were on Tinder? The old wrong message. Alright, that's it. Go watch more videos. Bye-bye.
Sheila, Papa, I'm calling you to say to stay tuned because I really want you to be my
Welcome to Kamikaze by Words. Try playing Overwatch again. Our Reinhardt said you played so poorly that you probably have a nice hairline, wife, and 3 kids with a 6-figure salary. And as a gamer, that really cut deep. Damn, when you're actually bad at games because you actually have a life. If you are 1 in a million, there are 7,000 people just like you. Poor guys. Opens Instagram. Yep, everyone's life is still better than mine. Closes Instagram, opens Twitter. Ah yes, my fellow trash brethren. Yeah, Twitter is where losers go to lurk, you know? On Instagram it's like, look at my perfect life. But on Twitter it's like, look at the shit I took 30 minutes ago. The fact that Henry Shoulders doesn't have a body wash called Knees and Toes disappoints me almost as much as I disappoint my parents. This entire subreddit is I will destroy somebody while destroying myself. Zero self-confidence, I love it. Leaving girls on red is funny because it must really suck to be left unfed by a guy that's 5'7", which has no friends or ambition whatsoever, at a 2.6 GPA in community college, and the closest thing to a hobby he has is tweeting to followers that just don't care. I relate to this post on a personal level because I'm a little bit taller and my GPA was like 1.05. Okay, we got a comment. Sigh. Scott, I think you're the nicest guy I've ever dated. That's kind of sad. Something tells me Scott isn't the nicest guy. Okay, we got a r/roast me. Got this girl. You look like a girl who would date me. Oh god, is it that bad? Yep, that's a kamikaze. r/unpopular opinion. Reddit is a place full of people that aren't smart. Your post must be an unpopular. Revolt. What happens to men who go their entire life having never even known the mere grace of a woman? Do they eventually turn into a shriveled, moldy husk? Big post here. Oh, no. Literally everybody here on Reddit.com. You passed on the scalloped potatoes because I don't really like seafood. It was at that moment where I knew she was dumb enough to sleep with me. Charlie, your legs look like mine, and I have muscular dystrophy. Oh boy. Penguin eats all the fish, gets fat, and refuses to walk, mate, and communicate. I love how that actually rhymes. It's a common Reddit. This is the life, okay? Eat a buttload of food and get a small little more talk to any point. You're fun at parties, aren't you? When I was at other parties, I was on Reddit. True, your girlfriend thinks I'm hot. Help me to buy her some. Fall Guys fell faster than my relationship status. No, not Fall Guys. He's a good game for like a week and then bye. Me when I try to run any game on my laptop, frame rate dipped faster than my dad did when I was born. You know, with that self-confidence, I would have dipped too. Okay, come on. My baby needs to be a Chad. Mentally unstable people on Reddit. What's your secret? Nice of you to inquire about the bots. No, go to bed. Bro, shut up, Fortnite profile pic. You have an anime profile pic. I guess we were both insecure about our faces on that. Okay, we got screwed in person. I may be a disgusting furry, but at least I'm not a Jake Paul fan. Amen. Taco Bell Canada. I just had Taco Bell for dinner. So delicious. What did you get, Brett? Diarrhea, but it was worth it. Literally thankfully spicy food. Well, now you're just a pussy, and I'm the only one you ever see. I'm sure you'll come across Steve Hayden cat. About to comment between videos posted. Your mom is so blind she called me. My school sent out a warning about cougar sightings, and some kid replied this to the entire school. John Stevenson, yeah, that's a real name. Students, faculty, and staff, we live and work in Canada, and you're aware of cougars of your own proceed. Student email. That's just my mom. Mom's a cougar. I'm instantly attracted to people with regrettable tattoos because it shows that they're able to live with a mistake. This Reddit is just breaking me down, man. Found an Arsenal's Tinder in Lexi, 5 miles away. If you got your height in your bio, you're probably ugly. This literally me saying all YouTubers suck. This was at a climate change protest in Australia. The planet is almost as hot as my boyfriend. Why have you written that on a sign? I got so many questions. Do you actually care? Take your broke dads down at once. Broke men are hurting American women's marriage prospects. Lots of insecure men replying to this one. You literally have your cash app sort of bio, pipe down. And your dad sends me money, what of it? At least he made more of an effort than your actual dad. Ooh, double knockout blow. Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm really enjoying James Blunt's new album. What is happening to me? It's called menopause, man. British kamikaze by words. In all fairness, Brits probably don't do Thanksgiving because if we had to take a day off for the anniversary of us freaking over our native people and ruining their country, we'd never have to go to work. My god, dude. My mother refused to have an abortion to save her own life. As a result, she died giving birth to me. My mom also died while she... Reddit versus Reddit. When was the first time you had the break? r/moneyman. At the gym, I said subscription instead of membership, and the girl replied with, lol, this isn't a pharmacy. Bitch, that's a prescription. Pretty bird stupid. What do we call pink strong? Sorry, great guys. Ruining your reputation in order to prevent lawsuit. Man sued Pepsi when he found a mouse in a mountain field. Pepsi attorney stated the Mountain Dew would dissolve the mouse in 30 days. It showed its can was purchased 74 days after the manufacture. Wait, I'm so confused. What? Oh, so they're admitting like Mountain Dew will dissolve the mouse or something. Alright, I want to walk in and poor girl. Oh, I'm unhealthy because of that? Literally, yes. Like, yeah. Did she put my caption? I think somebody else put my caption. Are you kidding me? Whoa, baby. Am I looking at a mirror or are you just like me when I drink some sour lemonade? Well, you're a babe. You must be seeing your reflection on the phone screen. Oh, smooth. So what are your 3 favorite things you look for in a guy? Someone with goals and a good head on their shoulders, someone who knows how to treat people and is kind and respectful, just has a good heart, and someone who can make me laugh. Well, that's 6 things, but lucky for you, I'm not looking for someone who's good at math. And if you can't tell the difference between 3 and 6, then my PP is perfect. Alright, man, calm down. Hey girl, are you mentally sane? Because someone told me you had a crush on me. Is that the only possibility? Thinking about the time a guy on Grindr asked me to humiliate him for his tiny PP, and it was the same size as mine. Here's your new iPhone 11. That's the ugliest thing I've ever freaking seen. And I looked in the mirror. Just add to headed. He took Dogecoin down with him. Okay, we got Elon Musk. To be clear, I strongly believe in crypto, but it can't drive a massive increase in fossil fuel use, especially coal. And we got the creator of Dogecoin just crying. Terry Tip says, Billy, when you made Dogecoin, you gotta consider energy usage. Or was that something you never thought about? How can the devil near me make Dogecoin more efficient? I made Doge in like 2 hours. I didn't consider anything. That's pretty much what I thought. I don't think he did some quantum computing for Doge, okay? It's a bird. It's a plane. Oop, doesn't matter. It just floated above your head. You just moved a satire comment because I think you did. You see, I have a disorder and I can't freaking distinguish satire. Heck, I don't really know what satire means, so wonder would be great. I understand, for I am also a dumbass. Put one of them tone indicators in there, huh? Save yourself a little bit of trouble. Just won a game of Never Have I Ever with Never Have I Ever Had a PB longer than 4 EPs. That's a creative way of saying PB small. What are your thoughts on this charm from Tome 3? Disgusting and trash. It's weird seeing a response like this and not having it directed at us. I don't know Dead by Daylight. I thought it was a decent game. Alright, we end it there. Hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.
Out of every level in Jak and Daxter Universal Legacy, one would have never guessed the connector levels were the most rich and exciting mystery the game has ever seen. The discoveries within these levels consistently defied the limits of what was now possible, and have forever changed the way games play. Progressive created these levels with players riding a vehicle called the Zoomer. Unlocking the Zoomer to each connector level comes with the cost of collecting a large amount of power cells to get into a collectible. For many years, skipping these power cell requirements was considered impossible in every way. The idea that you could get through Fire Canyon, Mountain Pass, and Lava Tube through other means besides the Zoomer was a big stretch. But of course, these are speedrunners we're talking about, and they will always find a way. Over time, the Jak speedrunning community have managed to lower the power cell count for beating the game from its intended 77 to now only 8. Let's see how they did. The sponsor of today's video is a trustworthy and reliable brand that I've used for months, and that is Surfshark VPN. Surfshark VPN is a fast and easy to use VPN. Be blocked in my country service. You can get Surfshark at surfshark.deals/Ricky. Progressing through Gen 1 is relatively similar to many other 3D platformers of the era, consisting of multiple hub areas separated by the connector levels. You run around the hub levels, scout flags, markers, components, and power cells, which need a certain number of from one hub area to the next. These top requirements are in order: 20 cells to get from hub 1 to hub 2 via Thunder Canyon, 45 cells to get from hub 2 to hub 3 via the Claw Boss Fight and Mountain Pass, and 72 cells to complete the Victorious Lava to reach the bubble level of the game. 77 is the lowest amount of power cells you can obtain. After unlocking Lava Tube in 72, you can another Lava Tube again. In the final level Golem Knight Citadel, your objective is to free the 4 sages. Find those sages to reach all of them in your power cell, putting you at 77. In the earliest days of Gen 2, running all the way back in 2009, this is how runners Zedek Reverie managed to get from 40 to 11. This was effectively the run to beat, both in terms of time and power. As 2009 was heading fast, we entered the second era, where speedrunning went into a bit of a golden age in terms of activity. The first person to lower the power cell count in a full run was Zeppelins, who picked up Jak and Daxter speedrunning in 2012. Zeppelins discovered a very bizarre glitch in the final level. Starting early in the game, faulty checkpoint flag when entering Golem Knight Citadel. After watching a cutscene and statements before entering, you can save the game, you open the save which is full, and you'll appear at the top of the Citadel right next to the final boss door. The door will open unless you free sages, so he is required to rescue. But the other 3 sages are now completely skipped, sitting around 6 minutes and lowering the power cell count to 74. The version Zeppelin was on while performing the glitch was an American Black Label version of the game. Some other versions, including the PS2 and version, and the digital PS3 and 4 versions, have the skip patched for some odd reason. If you're interested in which versions the skip works on, there's a detailed post on the Jak Speedruns forum. Link to that in the description. With that in mind, a massive chunk of time was cut from the speedrun, and the first big sequence break was found. The community continued to grow slowly but surely throughout 2012 and 2013, and another big sequence break would be found not too long afterwards, this time by Free4Games. Shown here in a highlight by Roser in October of 2013, a skip for the 45 cell requirement in Rock Village was discovered. This was named the Boulder Skip, as the big boulder is the main obstacle blocking you from progressing to the Claw Boss Fight. By dipping low with a punch off a ledge, then uppercutting and spinning quickly, you can regain the height you lost from the punch in the form of an extended uppercut. You can then stand on a small outcrop that sticks out from the wall and jump around the boulder.
Yes, I got it! That is a way of skipping both the Kira cutscene there and the Blue Sage cutscene over in his hut, which I can't see from here. That will save about 2 seconds, and I'd like to thank Free4Games for telling me about it. And then everything works fine. You can still trigger the Red Sage's cutscene, and this works fine. Yeah, that's a new little skip which saves a little bit of time.
Even though the discovery was significant, allowing a large cutscene to be skipped, the time save wouldn't quite be as huge as everyone had hoped for. Yeah, sure, you can skip the 45 cell requirement, but you would still need to acquire 72 for Lava Tube. And at that moment, everyone was thinking the same thing. That's definitely the end of the road. Lava Tube skip is too far-fetched. It's almost certainly impossible.
The theory behind Lava Tube skip is, it is impossible. If I can make it on foot all the way all this way, if I can make it on foot all this way, to here, and then get into the next area. When I die, it will spawn me up here, on the Zulu, before I've activated Kira in the other place. That's the theory. The theory is if you can make it that far without dying, on foot, all this way, then you don't need 72 cells. And it's impossible. Okay. I completely forgot about that. I mean, if you look here, I can stand here. I can stand here without taking damage. And then if I roll jump, I can stand on this thing without taking any damage. And this thing without taking any damage. You can make it stupidly far. I can stand on these. Yeah. Now, if I roll jump right to the very edge of that thing, yeah.
Men sluta köra dem, jag var en för så kul.
Stand on those bricks. Come over here. Take damage here. Take damage here. Make it over here. You are now on 2 health. You've got to start with 4 health. Make your way over here. Come over here. From here you get to here. Then from here you can get to here. I don't know how it works completely. And this is how far I've got. I've got this far. And the thing is, if I can make it across this one gap, it may be possible. It might be possible. But the thing is, it's not. Because of that one gap. If you can skip getting 50 cells, then the game's like 20 minutes long. I've done so much to try and get that a little bit further, but it just can't be done.
How in God's name is this going to work? The PS2 emergency tools we had to work with in 2013 were poor and unoptimized, so they weren't of any use. If Lava Tube Skip was going to be found, it was going to come down to the game and the player.
Every attempt I did, I had to go to Spider Cave, pick up a health block, and walk back. You can't save and then load, because that puts you back to 3 health. If you want to get even slightly that far, you need the 4 health. And every attempt I did, I had to go back to Spider Cave to get more health.
It just despite some decent progress with how far you can get into the level on foot, there was still so much more to go. As mentioned previously, 2013 were one of the times. Back then, the community was much smaller than what you can see now, and the amount of people who were willing to try and make this work possible could pretty much be counted on one hand. PS2 emulators were also demanding back then, with Roger and I being unable to run the game at a stable frame rate. The biggest challenge now would be to find a way to get from this pillar with the Snowfly rocks next to it all the way over to the rocks on the other side. This proved a little too daunting. Finding new time save elsewhere in the run seemed far more likely. Lava Tube Skip would have to wait. As more speedrunners began streaming Twitch and posting their works to YouTube, it would attract more and more new viewers. At the European Speedrun Fest in 2013, it was just me and Roger attending. Of course, it wasn't just us two in the community, but we were the only 2 Europeans able to go. The following year, 2014, we would see one more member join us at the event. But after that, activity skyrocketed in the scene. 2015 and 2016 were big years for the Jak community. At ESA 2015, we had 9 people attending, and 14 in 2016.
Det är dåligt.
This boost in activity naturally meant that there were going to be more people interested in finding skips and glitches for the runs. One of the newer runners who joined the scene was Headstrong, who became infamous for breaking legendary mini barriers within the Jack games, while simultaneously finding lots of useful glitches. Headstrong and another OG glitch hunter, Lumpy, decided to take a look at Lava Tube skip at the start of 2016 and found an improvement almost immediately. It was now possible to save one health on the start by ledge grabbing all the way around the inside of Lava Tube and grab each ledge pretty much blinding you out of bounds. This find was just the tip of the iceberg in terms of the discoveries that would be unearthed at the start of 2016, and they would all come from the same source. Katara began speedrunning the Jack games in early 2014. Throughout that year, I was one of the only people actively streaming runs in the first three Jack games, so I gained a decent following, averaging between 50 to 200 viewers. I would stream almost every day when I came home from school, and Katara would take notice of my consistent streaming times. He became a regular viewer of mine and ended up running Jack 3. He got some respectable times in the game in 2014, but quickly got burned out on grinding for a better time, and started to gravitate more to the Twitch hunting. Katara was never known to stream on Twitch very much, so when he finally said that he was live, it was definitely exciting to see what he was putting out. He made some pretty big waves with his findings in Jack 3, so when he heard that Headstrong was on the Tube skip, he decided to crack his knuckles and see what he could do. Within the span of only 2 days in January 2016, Katara would inch his way closer and closer to making Lava Tube skip a possibility. Not wanting to reveal his discoveries to anyone besides a handful of people, he decided to keep it under wraps until the final product was ready to be revealed. On January 23rd, he hit us with surprise.mp4.
I swear to God, if he's going to show up Lava Tube skip, I'm going to kill him. I think this is the death of Jack 1. Everyone goes to Jack 2 now.
Okay, so time.
Oh, no.
Wait. This is Lava Tube skip, isn't it?
What the hell is happening? Why is everyone
Very possibly Lava Tube skip. Oh, here we go. Here we go. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Surprise on MP4.
it's Lava Tube skip, dude!
Oh my god.
Oh! It's over, boys. It's fucking over. Any percent is dead. Oh. Around the entire level. Oh my god, what a great This is perfect. He doesn't have to do this for the entire thing. He just has to get past. Oh my god, really? You had to get that far with the all it does is gets him that far without taking damage. Now what's he gonna do? Yeah, he has an extra health. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dude! Oh! Oh! Oh dude! This is fucking perfect! Oh god! I love it! I love it!
Yeah, but we also had so much of a bloody temple skip and then that happened.
Katara is such a god. I fucking hate it.
What? Oh, he's in the pillar. What?
Oh, he has to ledge grab along here because for whatever reason that one gives you damage. Okay, nice.
We got it, dude. I'm gonna contact Zeppelin to write one.
Oh my god! He finally did it! It's 2016
just like the smallest gap where you still take damage. So I remember asking the staff, like someone that can imagine how to process. First she was Luigi and said like, oh, you can make process on the scout guy. So that's why I tried. I realized that like the scout guy like bounces up on top. That's why here I wait. I use like that small bounce to get like a little bit more height and just like make that full set.
That's so insane. Yeah, like that's crazy.
The crazy part about this, that every time you do a movement from the scout side, it like resets the timer until the box stops bouncing for a bit. Which means that even though on the emulator, you make like do a save state, wait, and then like see on which frame it bounces, and then like just remember the like frame count, and then like walk a bit earlier, like get the boost. You couldn't do that because if you start to walk early, like reset the count after like 10 minutes of trying like frames, I just got it. And when I got that boost set, I knew at that point like okay, let it at that point I was at 4 damage. I just knew at that point when I got that.
Ja, kom igen. Nej. Alltså, nej.
I feel like crazy over there. You seem like it's only like this area that's not on, but then you feel like taking that.
Visually, it's still crazy.
Yeah, you can see I don't have to. There was like no pause. This pillar here, I feel like by working with and like doing high jump and stuff, I could like go inside of it. So I was like messing around with that. And at some point, I got stuck inside of it. I was, oh, okay, I can do like a stomp point, I can go and go there. So what can I do from here? I feel the bottom of this. It's like solid on the inside. So what I do here, I jump here and I slide all the way to like the next.
Oh my god.
After finding the setup, and after like making a save state at the setup. So I do the whole setup and then I make a save state and it still takes me like 20 minutes to like get one of those. Like this hard jump, it's like probably the single hardest jump in the whole game. I can't think of anything that's like harder than this jump. There's not a single spot where you can say no. If any of those like 50 things that has to happen for this skip to work, like didn't work, like the skip was.
During the lava tube skip unveiling, an almost prophetic message was posted in the chat by Emergy. Here is my prediction. Before anyone will ever pull the skip off in an RTA run, we will have a different way to skip it way easier. Mark my words. Not a bad prediction, as Lava Tube Skip version 2 was just around the corner. 1 month after the discovery of the skip,
kom igen.
What?
What? What did I say?
What we just saw is something called an IMD roll, and is a very complex trick to wrap your head around. It will become the key in making version 2 of Lava Tube Skip possible. To understand how this works, you'll need to keep track of 2 values within the game's memory. One for Jack's current checkpoint, and one that stores the ID for a level, but not necessarily the one Jack is currently in. This stored level ID is used to know which level to load and where to put Jack in case something goes wrong. By being in Volcanic Crater and with the rocket overload that you saw in version 1, we can go out of bounds. We're now going to head towards the entrance of Lava Tube and grab its checkpoint from out of bounds. Afterwards, we need to wait 30 seconds to trigger Jack's idle animation. The idle animation is one of the flags that updates Lava Tube as the stored level ID. After Jack's idle animation plays, we head backwards out of bounds to switch the checkpoint from Lava Tube to Volcanic Crater. We need to keep this as our checkpoint until the end of the trick, so we're going to jump around the entrance checkpoint of Lava Tube with a precise extended uppercut. Bobby can head through Lava Tube on foot, utilizing as many cold spots as possible to reach the Scout Fly box halfway through. He boosted off the Scout Fly box just like before, and now, we wait. Yet another 30 seconds has to go by here for us to be able to perform the previously mentioned idle default. By canceling the start of Jack's idle animation with another action, in this case a pause buffer, done by pressing start and R2 or L2 on the same frame, for some reason we trigger a failsafe routine within the game. During the failsafe, the game looks back at the stored level ID, which in this case is Lava Tube. It then attempts to verify that the current checkpoint matches this level. Since our current checkpoint is in Volcanic Crater instead of Lava Tube, the game will now choose a new checkpoint inside of Lava Tube. The way the game decides which checkpoint to select is by looking at the closest checkpoint in proximity to Jack's position. By standing in this exact location, we are just barely closer to the second checkpoint of the level, so when you die, you will spawn at this checkpoint, which puts you on the zoom, making it possible to complete the level. For the first time in history, it was now possible for humans to skip the colossal 72-pound solar water to unlock the zoom at the start. This now meant that 50 cells were cut from the run, all the way down to 24. This also cut a whole half hour off the run, and the current world record for this route is sitting at 23:36 by our greatest Josh. Okay, so the next step is Fire Canyon. At this point, it's gonna be difficult for me to convince you that there's something out there more insane than Lava Tube Skip. Fire Canyon Skip is on a whole other level. The level is extremely long and long. There are no cold spots anywhere to be seen. There's basically nothing to stand on out of bounds. Way back in 2013, there was a slight glimmer of hope that maybe Lava Tube Skip was doable. Fire Canyon Skip didn't even cross our minds. It was only when Lava Tube Skip became a reality in 2016 that the community made efforts to try and find yet another way to lower the power cell count, even though it seemed impossible. For Fire Canyon Skip to become a possibility, a certain type of madman would have to step into the picture. Someone with extensive knowledge of glitches and game mechanics. A person with persistence. Introducing Bobby Kaze. Started glitch hunting for Jack back in mid-2015, while having been proficient in finding glitches, technical corruption, and big time saver in a plethora of games. After watching Lava Tube Skip's discovery from the sideline, he had big interest in trying to take the game to the next level. Bobby's first thought in finding Fire Canyon Skip was to incorporate the same methods that were done with Lava Tube Skip. It would be a long search for Bobby as he would quickly discover a location where an idle deload could be utilized to form Fire Canyon Skip. The problem being, this spot was about midway through the level, and getting that far on foot seemed virtually unreal. Bobby decided to hit up our old pal Kitar for any suggestions for traversing the level without the zoom. Kitar had actually been working a little bit on Fire Canyon Skip himself, and prior to Bobby asking, had attempted to ledge grab through the entirety of Fire Canyon, but he couldn't make it all the way to the end. He was, however, able to make it to the midway point. The two came to the realization